Hello and welcome to another update video about GALA. It's not really reaching the levels it needs to reach here. It tried to break out. It's hovering now actually above the breakout point. Yeah, we talked about this breakout point. We had two. 4.29 cents was an important resistance to break above. And then the 4.32 cent level, that's exactly the one we're fighting with at the moment. Oh, 4.3, yeah, that's exactly the level we're fighting with now. We're actually slightly above it, as you can see, consolidating around that previous resistance. It's you know, I'm currently assuming that we are in a breakout following this path, but it doesn't really add up with the subwave structure count, because basically this move up here that started on Wednesday and peaked also on Wednesday here at 4.47 cents. It wasn't strong enough for a third wave. Yeah, because what you normally want to see, you want to see the 1.618 extension. We didn't reach that. So in the 1.618 extension, we should have reached, let's see, yeah, 4.54. Didn't get there. And then the pullback was a bit too strong for a reliable third wave and a fourth wave pullback. So yeah, I'm a bit unsure what this is. It looks rather corrective. So I'm skeptical about this breakout, but I still assume it's currently happening because we have been holding support. So it's very straightforward to me. For me, it remains the case, right? That as long as we're holding the orange support area at 3.75 cents, we have a good chance for a direct breakout in a third wave. You know, maybe it comes down again and we'll retest the area. That's all within the scope of this scenario. But as long as we're holding 3.75 cents, the overall direct breakout is in play. Now, there is already some micro support that's relevant here. For example, these swing lows of the 2nd and 3rd of April is also the golden ratio, the 3.86 cent level. This is micro support. Ideally, we're holding this, but if not, then the 3.75 cent level will be relevant in this current scenario. Now, there is also the higher degree scenario. So what happens if we drop down lower? Because this is very much possible with a structure like this. So all I'm saying here, this move up doesn't really look very reliable yet. And it doesn't look very reliable because of all these overlaps. So in fact, what you have here is basically just a three-wave move to the upside, which could easily just be an ABC of some sorts, with then a new lower low being made, maybe in the yellow support area. Then the key support will be 3.35 cents. That's why we've got the alternative wave 2. Yeah, that wave 2 didn't end here, but possibly ends here. But again, all of that would be part of the higher degree bullish scenario. And we basically have two scenarios here. The first one would mean that we need to hold 3.75 cents for a direct breakout from the orange support area. If we drop below that, we are morphing into the higher degree scenario. Basically, we are going to lose one wave degree. We are going to lose this 1-2 setup. And basically that would mean that we have a good chance to come back anyway into the yellow area. It would just reset the larger wave 2. So still rising prices anticipated, but just from a lower support area. Basically, these are the two scenarios: from the orange box rally or from the yellow box. And if we break below 3.35 cents, then we have to flip bearish. That's sort of at least my perspective. Yeah, and so this is the situation really. I mean, I guess a break above the 4.48 cent level would be a good start for continuation to the upside. Yeah, I'm just a bit concerned that this move up looks so choppy. Yeah, you can see all these overlaps. I mean, you can always have, you know, the most, let's say, unlikely breakout structure. This is, you know, it's not the worst, but I don't like this, the look of it. I can always consider a 1-2 setup, but we already had to have so many, right? So yeah, I mean, this remains my view, you know, uptrend in play as long as we're holding the 3.75 cent level. And within this box, we even have the golden ratio here as a micro support against which we can focus on higher. So yeah, there is not much more to add. What I wanted to take a look at also is the indicators, yeah, on the daily time frame, because here you can see that it's pushing. I mean, we have on the daily bullish crossover on the MACD. We are in the bullish range on the RSI. And this is sort of, you know, these are bullish signals, or they have at least bullish implications. If we take a look on the 4-day chart, also here we have a bullish crossover on the RSI, and on the MACD we might see a bullish crossover shortly. We really only had one bullish crossover before, and that was in June 2020. So let me just move that. but they are lagging, you know, they are lagging indicators. As you can see here, we had that bullish crossover. It didn't really mean much, but either way, when did that bullish crossover occur? It occurred pretty close to the, you could say, end of the bear market, even though the end isn't confirmed yet, but there is not, you know, in terms of how it dropped, how far it dropped compared to that last little drop, there wasn't much more in it. And then we avoided a bearish crossover by pushing bullish again. So it's going to be interesting how this is going to develop. On the 4-hour chart, we're also basically above the 0 line on the MACD, and we are above 50 on the RSI, so basically in the bullish range. So at the moment, support levels are holding. The indicators, in my opinion, are largely bullish, and it's now a little bit of a wait and see, because it did turn around in our trend reversal area. The structure isn't great yet, but for now it's just following the count, more or less, at least. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a very good picture of the subwave structure here. I could come up with something, but would it be reliable? Probably not, because this seems to be a little bit of an unreliable corrective structure. But let's see if it develops into the direction. Primary expectation at the moment would be a continuation, but just be aware that because the structure isn't very convincing yet, a retest of the orange box would not be surprising at this stage. Alright, that's my update about GALA. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.